congratulations on your retirement. Wishing you all the best.
Hey, my brother, just congrats. We'll share with you. You'll be all right. Enjoy the family. Spend more time with the family. That's the word. All right. Love you, brother.
This is Cheryl Carter and Dave Carter. We're from Barbados and we want to wish Ronnie a great retirement. Retirement is a blessing, so enjoy every minute of it. Congratulations.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out to honor my grandpa and all his hard work. Every time I turn around, he's helping someone. He's a very giving person, and we thank him and we love him.
Junior's retirement poem for a special grandpa. You work hard each and every day, but now it's time for you to get away. As you begin to retire, you get to do what you desire and things you love with glee. You're ever giving from what I see, because you like to share your food with me. You are very special to us, and we love you so dear, so let's give a hand for the man to the year.
Anything you want to say?
No? Okay. Oh, okay.
How about another round of applause? At this time, we're going to make way for anyone that would like to come up and make some remarks.
Amen.
You're limited to 2 minutes, please. Now, the way this is going to work, I'm going to sit down when I give you the mic, and you can stand up. Then when your 2 minutes is up, if I stand up, that means it's time for you to.
Beloved brother Cox, I think there's one word that epitomizes Brother Cox's life, and that's love. Brother Cox and I are kind of intertwined because of our daughters. I've got girls, as you know, in Shandell, and they're very, very close, and that's drew us closer than we would normally be. And I just want Brother Cox to know how much I love you and how much you've meant to me and my family in Shandell. Pray that you always have the relationship with Janae, Jaquay, and Jalesa that you have thus far, and that be a lifetime relationship that you guys can build on. Brother Cox, in my life, has been very instrumental in the sense that he's always been somebody that I could talk to. You may not know that, and that's good because that's the confidentiality that he has. But one thing, again, that epitomizes his life, everything that he does is with love, and he's taught this man the importance of love. Brother Cox, I love you. May God bless you, and may everything work well in your life. Thank you.
I'm Maurice from Maurice's Auto Repair. Reverend Cox worked for us one time, way back when he came down. My aunt asked me tonight, she said, "Where are we going, nephew? And who is it that's gonna retire?" I said, "Look for the guy that's probably sitting in a wheelchair, because he's given both arm and both legs. He's always a very giving person." And one little story I remember, many times, he's very religious, he's in the church. And many times he comes to me, he said, "Maurice, I was trying to help these people, and I'm stumbling with the car. Can you repair it?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "How much?" I tell him. 2 weeks later, he comes back, he said, "Maurice, the people didn't pay me to repair the car. How much I owe you?" I said, "Rev, why you keep doing this all the time? You repair cars and people never pay you." He said, "Maurice, that's just in me. So you've worked hard. We love you. You're a good man. You're a giving man. Now may God bless you."
My name is Melvin Green, and we met the Cox family through the Church of Christ. 6th Street, and he, from the day one, me and my wife, my family, especially my granddaughter, she think he's a bomb. She loves herself from Brother Cox. And she told me to make sure I tell him hello and she love him. And I tell Brother Cox, we just need to clone you, just make more of you, because one ain't enough for Brother Cox. We need some more, Brother Cox. We love you, Brother Cox.
God bless everyone. My name is Louis. I'm Ronnie's neighbor. I've been his neighbor now for about 5 years. We've talked tonight how hard Ronnie works, but not has he brought his children and taught them the same way, because the whole family is a working family. Being their neighbors, I see how they come home, leave early in the morning, come back late in the evening. Chandel going to school, working. I know when she gets home late from work, because when she used to live at home, she would hit the block from the driveway. So I'm like, oh, she's home. So it runs in the family, the whole working, 24/7. Ronnie, if he's not in his garage, if he's not landscaping, he could be up on an avocado tree in the backyard, cutting, landscaping, the whole nine. But I just want to say the hardest thing for us, my family, and for myself is that we just purchased a home and we're going to be moving out of this community. And the hardest thing is going to be leaving our neighbors. Ronnie, you've been a blessing to us. We thank God for neighbors like you and your family. And that's why we purchased just around the corner. We didn't go too far. So God bless in your retirement. Anything you need, I'm there for you. Love you.
Ronald. For those of you who don't know, my name is Terry Grant. My sister is Pamela, Ronald's wife. And I met Ronald in the late 70s when he came down to Charleston, and with the big afro, and that's now gone. And I have to say, these 40 years that went by, I love my sister so much. But when a man comes and creates a family, of your sister, and I look around, and my DNA matches. Can you tell? I mean, just I just love that so much. And I talk about Ronnie and Tyrone and Chandel and their accomplishments. And normally when I describe Ronald, if you are as old as I am, there was a show called In Living Color. And you remember the Headleys, the Jamaican family? That's Ronald. Auto mechanic, landscaper, videographer, just everything. So Ronald, congratulations on your retirement. But most importantly, thanks for showing me what a family is. Thank you for marrying Pam and producing these children, and give me something that I should emulate. Thank you very much.
And one thing about him, even the little things, the things you wouldn't think have to get done. And I know at our lectureship, he makes sure that the dumpster gets emptied every day. And that's just a little thing, but we appreciate what you do there, and I appreciate so much behind the scenes, all that he does, that you do, and of course I run into his wife every once in a while at the bank, so that's always good to have a wife that's a banker, but at least works at a bank. But we just appreciate the whole family. We love you all so much, and God bless you, and we expect to see more of you in the service of the Lord, directly in the service of the Lord, not behind the scenes, but even more so, because now you're going to have some time, and we just pray God will bless you with many more years and good health and a good mind, that you can preach His word and spread the gospel. Thank you, brother.
Brother Cox, his family is a man that I have always respected and admired. He's truly a man of God, and he's
you don't believe that, just observe him. Just observe him and listen to him. And he's a man that I always will admire, and my family will also.
And over the years, we learned that Brother Cox is all of those things that everybody's been saying about him. You know, first time I heard him preach the gospel, I was blown off my feet. The only thing I thought that man did was video man. He preached a sound gospel. If you've never heard it before, you ought to make time to listen to him. And then next thing I know, I seen him cutting grass, hauling big old trailers around. Then next thing I know, mechanic, all those things. So ditto to that stuff. But more important than anything that could ever be said, and that is being a gospel preacher. Amen. Brother, that's the hardest work that anybody in the world can take upon their shoulder, to preach the gospel of Christ. Paul said that if you live godly, you're going to suffer persecution as a result of that. And so because you have chosen to retire from secular work, and we know that you will work just as harder in the vineyard of the Lord. Right. And thank you so much for the work that you have done, and being an example to your family, and especially to this brotherhood. And as Paul would say, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Thank you, brother.
In the near future, step everything easy, relax, enjoy yourself, and I have some more words for you.
I like to just make a remark, nothing else. Can I say about my brother, all is true. He's been a friend, a big brother, a servant, all of the above that you mentioned, from carpentry, mechanic, chef, you name it. He has served our family. And he's always had that willing spirit that I want to emulate in Christ, to serve well, and he served really not expecting. He get joy out of serving. And I see that in Ronald, and that's one of the qualities that I admire him the most. I want to wish him and the family many blessings, but they are indeed our family.
First of all, thank everyone
Amen.
for attending this retirement dinner. It definitely means a lot to us and our family. So, my dad is truly one of the hardest working individuals that I know. Of course, I never actually worked with him, so I can't say that he's always on time or he works well in stressful situations or he's a great leader. But I can say he's one of the hardest working men that I know. That means even if he had to wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to go do whatever in the cold or being sick or whatever environment that's outside, he would do it. And do it willingly at that. As a child, you never realize the efforts that your parents make and sacrifices that your parents make until you become an adult. You have your own house, and then you realize, oh, dang, no, this is not as sweet as you thought it would be, And I'm gonna close with a quote. Retirement is not a time to sleep, but a time to awaken to the beauty of the world around you and the joy that comes when you cast out all negative elements that cause confusion and turmoil in your mind and allow serenity to prevail, by Howard Salesman. So as you pick up your glasses, let us toast to retirement and serenity. Cheers.
Cheers.
Come out. Kids, come on out. Thank you for coming out.
Good job.
Hello. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming. Sorry for those who I text and annoyed, but I just wanted to make sure everyone was coming. But I would like to say that I truly thank God for blessing me with the parents that I have. They've educated us and provided us with the tools that we need to be successful people in the world, and I truly thank them for that. Because, you know, I have friends and their parents aren't as loving and loyal as mine, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I can say growing up, I really thought I had the meanest parents in the world. I was like, there's no way these people love me. I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere. It was awful. But now that I get older, I understand that they were trying to protect me and shelter me so that when I get out in the real world, I could be a normal citizen and not running wild and crazy. So thank you for that as well. I'm probably gonna do the same thing to my children, if not worse. And Ronnie does the same thing to his kids, and he hated it too. So, but everyone is saying that my dad does everything, but I haven't seen him sew clothes or fashion design or hair, but it's okay if you don't do those things. And I would like to say, on a bad day, my dad has more energy than I do. I could sleep all day and all night, and he's up at 3 o'clock in the morning working until 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just like, wow, that's not me at all. And I wish I had half the work ethic that he has, and I truly admire that, and thank you. I'm going to pass that on to my kids as well. I hope they take it. But thank you, parents, Mom and Dad, for providing us with the things that we need and making us work for the things that we truly wanted. Toast to my dad.
I truly wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight to celebrate my husband's retirement dinner. He is a wonderful husband, and I love him dearly. It's not easy. Marriage is not easy, as we know, but it does help when you're married in the faith. Okay? So I want to say to the young people, to my children, and they know this as well, thank you for coming out, and I really thank my mom. I want my mom to stand up. Isn't she beautiful? I really want to thank my mom. My mom is the first one to introduce us to the gospel, and it spread like wildfire through the family. And I really, really, that's right. Thank you so much. I just want to say to my husband, I love you, and I wish, not wish, but hope that you enjoy your retirement. And I know you're looking even stronger in the gospel now because you do have that free time from your work. So I do thank you, and I love you, and all the family members. And I really, truly thank you for coming out to share this wonderful occasion with my husband and I. Thank you. I do have a special request. I would love Sister Stripling to sing a song, please. And she know which one I like to. I'd like to thank the doctor for coming out also. Today's the anniversary. You guys know that? It's the anniversary, yes. Happy anniversary.